Hello everybody, it's me GT, your host, and you're watching Tropico 5. Okay guys, today we're gonna have a look at war. Yes guys, we are going to try to get independent. Last episode we focused on the mines as well as manager tactics, and this time we're going to have a look at the actual way to get independent. For you to get independent, it is important for you to have at least 50% of followers. And this thumbs up right over there says how many percentage of the people in your island is actually supporting you. So right now we've got 59%. And actually I haven't done anything except a few side missions and getting a few people to support me, but I haven't really been focusing on getting this percentage up. But if you really want it to go up, I'm just going to explain to you a few tactics on how to. Also, later in the episode we will discuss some easy ways to get yourself some defenses and make sure that you survive the wrath of the queen when she tries to take her island back. So don't worry and stay tuned. So guys, first in this episode we're going to have a look at how to increase your support so you can actually get independent. For that to do, we're going over to the research tab, and in here we've got the paper research, which I actually already researched. So if you haven't and you really want to get that support, be sure to research it as soon as possible. Then we're going over to the build menu, over to the welfare and media tab, and there we find ourselves the newspaper. Then we get this little grid over here, and we've got green to red. And what does this actually mean? Well, this means that in the red areas your influence is kinda bad, so those are the places you want to get your influence going. And to actually get your influence going there, you want to have your newspaper nearby a red area. So we're going to place it right over there. Once it's been built, you will see that it will, let's say, just make this red a little bit more orange. Our percentage will increase and we're going to be way better off. So I'm just going to set this to high priority and we're just going to let it run out. So let's speed up the game. But before we will, we're going to have a look at something else. Because right now, we've got 1 year and 3 months left until we have to get independent. Because at that moment, the queen is going to send somebody to actually take our place. And that's something we do not wish for. And to actually avoid getting destroyed by her when she wants to get her revenge, we're going over to the build menu again. And we're going to have a look at the military. So in this stage you can actually only build two things, a guard tower and a military fort. So the military fort will actually give you an extra squad which will fight for you. So this is actually one of the first things you want to build. And to my opinion, this looks like quite a decent place to me. So we're just going to place it down and this thing will be built within no time. And then we will get ourselves an extra squad. So right now we already have got one squad and that squad is right over here in this building. So we can also get some personal death squads, but that can only be enabled after we have actually gotten independent. So we're going over to the build menu again and we're going to build just a couple more of guard towers. The guard towers will actually keep the enemy from getting towards your home center and trying to kill you. So if your actual squads won't be there in time, the towers have to keep them up. They have to try to actually execute them or to slow them down. So we're just going to place a few all around the area in the hope that it will actually stop them. Also we're gonna place one next to our main capital building just to get some extra support if they ever had to get here. So we're just going to let it play now and see what's gonna happen. So stay tuned, we're going to be right back with you. So right now, our newspaper has actually finished, and I really hope no messages are going to come in while I let this game play. Normally, when I talk to you, I have it on pause, but most of the time I get an annoying message right in the middle of the screen. So what I did, I created a new living area right over here with the same kind of structure that I explained to you earlier in, I guess, episode number 2. And if you haven't seen it, be sure to check it out. Right here we've got the grocery, 2 taverns, and we've got a Catholic mission. Then we've got the country houses all the way around, and that just will look amazing. So now I just wanted to give you a couple more possible ways to increase your liberty. At this moment we've got 66%. If you go to the Edicts tab, then right over here we also have got some possibilities. For example, right to arms. Right to arms will increase the crime as well as the liberty. So this is an easy way to actually increase your support. Then when we go look at the other ones, we've got military drills, which is not really that good for now. Then we have got material law, which will stop elections, decrease crime as well as liberty, so that's one you don't want to have. Disaster relief funds is not really necessary for liberty as well. Tax cut will actually the cost of this edict depends on the number of Tropicans that are well off or richer. Their personal approval is increased when the edict has been issued. So they are actually going to follow you a bit more if they are well off or richer. Then we've got the Mardi Gras, which will increase the service quality of the entertainment buildings, which is also kind of important to liberty, but it will make them happier, so you might get a small increase. Then we have got the wealth tax, which most likely is not the best solution unless you only have got country houses and no mansions at all. We've got urban development, which will actually cut your building for residentials by 50% for the next 2 years, but it will also cost a lot. So I only say to you to use this whenever you want to build a lot of houses. Then we've got the building permit, which will increase the cost of all buildings by 20%. Half of this increase is added to the switch account when construction is finished. So you will actually get houses will cost a bit more, but also you will get some more money in your personal bank account. Then we have got the census, which will discover the special abilities of all the people in your country. Not really necessary except when you want to have that final touch on your economy. So for now, only right to arms is good, but I don't actually want to use it because of the crime. So there we go. So there we are again with another possibility of get yourself some extra revolutionary support. Well, sometimes you just get random missions, like this one over here. And then the Queen wants you to, for example, set up a royalist in your new lighthouse. Well, there are actually 2 things or 3 things you can do right now. You can or have the middle way and get yourself some personal money, which I will explain how that works in a later episode. Then we have got the royalist, which will give you a 6 months mandate expansion, which you want to have when you actually don't have got a lot of time left. For example, I now have got 8 months until I'm going to get in trouble, but I'm not gonna need it because I already have got the good amount of royalists or revolutionary support that I need. So I'm just going for this one over here, and then I will also increase my revolutionary support. It won't change immediately, but it will actually go over time. For example, now we've got 67, so that's just an easy way of making it go up. So it seems like we now have got the perfect situation for us to actually go and have a war. Right now we have got a load of guard towers. You can see them all over the place. And also we have got 71 followers, 71%. So now when we press this marker over here, if we let the game play itself.
Presidente. Oh, I'm getting ahead of myself. Governor, the island is ripe for revolution.
Well, let's just do it. Proclaim independence now.
His Majesty is most amused by your declaration of independence.
So right now we've got two possibilities, or we're going to give them a lot of money, or we're going to fight them. And for now I just want to do the fighting, because we didn't build all those guard towers for nothing. So once the fight commences, we can't do anything. We actually can build some stuff, but we can't actually control our units, so don't even bother. They are going to do their job by their own, and let's just see how it goes. So right now they are in a fight with one of the guard towers, and now one of our squads can actually go around them and shoot them from the back, or we can actually focus on some other enemies like these ones over here. So because of the guard towers, normally this would have been a fight of 2 against 2. Most likely we would have lost, but now it's a fight with 2 against 2 plus a lot of towers, and those towers are going to do heavy damage. So now we don't have to worry at all, and we're going to win this easily. So let me just pause the game for a moment, because I actually want to get myself some screenshots here. Okay, there we go. Oh. So the fight commences, and now we just have to wait until the fight is finished. So I'm just going to speed this up a little bit and wait a sec for a moment. And there we go again. So as you can see, the fight is going to be heavy, but I think we will do just fine. And there we go. We have actually completed the World Wars, and now we are able to get advanced industry as well as a lot of other things. And now we've got the possibility to get ourselves a constitution. And I already know what I want to have right here. I want to have got all citizens vote, as well as the secular state. And for this one I am not so sure, because we can do different kind of things here. We can actually make all citizens soldiers, we can have militia, or we can have a professional army. But I am not really sure, because we can have high school soldiers and additionally militia squad raising in battle, or we could just have a high school soldiers with high effectiveness. So that's just a bit of a difference. We can also have no education for soldiers, which is not so smart in my opinion, because we're going to enter the World War stage. So for now I think we will just go with the militia. And let's sign it by pressing this red marker right over here. Let's pause the game. As you can see, the entire map changed.
Presidente, next time you amend our constitution, could you please add in a bit where everyone is obliged to spend at least half their salary at the Jolly Roger? That would be a progressive law if ever there was one. Thank you in advance, glorious ruler.
So as you can see, a lot has changed. We now actually have got a radio broadcast, and we have got some decent roads over here. And I think this is the perfect moment to actually end this episode. and have a look at these markers. Since we just had our war, all these places have to be re-established, so that's not going to be an issue, and I think we will head back to it the next time. So guys, I really hope you like it. I really hope you're now able to actually get yourself to the independent state, to get yourself to the world wars. And if you liked it, be sure to follow up the experience next time, because guys, I'm signing out.